Welcome to the NCAA Division II South Regional Press Conference for Game 4 with head basketball coach of Lee University, Bubba Smith, and junior Quay Kennedy. We'll get an opening statement from Coach and open it up to questions afterwards. Coach.
First off, congrats to UH. Great program, great team, and they're a better team tonight. Came out better than we were, and we got ourselves in a big hole. And it's hard to get out of it. Our guys kept fighting, and I'm really proud of our team. I'm proud of our season. This is a season that you lose guys like Parker Suda coming around Montgomery, two pretty high-level players, and then you're starting 5-man carries ACL for the season. There's a lot of teams that probably didn't expect us to be back here. Our guys in our locker room did, and kept showing up every single day and kept working. And I'm really proud of what they've accomplished, because I think that be able to get here, be able to get a win in the NCAA tournament, something we haven't done before, and we have a new team in Division II, something to be really proud of. And so proud of our team, proud of our guys, and just their ability to show up every single day. Again, because we've nationally in college basketball, everything that the country's been through, and with this pandemic and all this stuff, it's these guys had every reason to opt out at the beginning of the season. They all opted in. And said, let's go, let's play. I'm really proud of them.
Steve?
Coach, I was hoping you could speak to maybe that game last night. Did it give you just for your team? Because last night was a hard-fought game last night. Yeah,
I mean, it's you're playing a late game. It's a physical game. I mean, Georgia Southwestern is really a physical opponent, and that's a part of it. But again, I think that we've played back-to-backs all year, so our team has felt that. They felt this feeling of quick recovery, and as far as just being able to prepare for a new opponent, we know UH really well. They just did what they do really well. They did it better than we did it tonight. And again, they're a program that's used to being here, used to winning, and to their credit, they're the better team. But we just got in a hole. We couldn't get out of it, and took too much energy. And we got a young team that's out there trying to figure it out, and they haven't been in that position before. So I'm just proud of how we competed. I think two good teams that are going to be battling, for years to come.
Go ahead, Steve.
Coach, what did you see at the end of regulation? What happened?
No, it's just two teams competing. I guess just competitive. It's a competitive environment. So, they were the better team tonight, and again, we have a lot of respect for them. And so it's just guys being competitive. That's it.
Steve?
Coach, it's obviously very fresh in your mind, but to you and Quay, I know this loss stings right now, but as you look back, obviously this was a historic season for the Lee men's basketball program, as you alluded to in your opening comments. And Quay, I guess I'll start with you. I mean, when you look back at this season, what stands out to you most about what you guys were able to accomplish? Obviously with all of the uncertainty surrounding the season, you guys were able to accomplish quite a lot.
Well, mainly just the fact that we all stayed together and stayed smart about the decision that we made so we could continue to play. And I mean, throughout the season, we battled adversity almost every day. And everyone in the locker room came in ready to go every single day to fight. We stayed positive and we tried to stay together. That's the main thing, I believe in.
Steve?
Coach, I was hoping you could also speak to the culture that you're certainly growing there in Cleveland, and the guys buying in to the point where you're now getting into the second round of the NCAA tournament. So if you could speak to the growth that you're building there, Coach.
Yeah, I think, you got to have, a vision of what you want to do. And, we had, when we came in 5 years ago, there's a certain way we wanted to structure our program, the type of young men we wanted in our program, which is probably the most important thing. And so it's really identifying really guys with tremendous character, and guys that are unselfish and care to compete and grow and improve and get better. And so, a lot of it's just identifying the right type of people. And these guys are talented guys, but they're better people. And just to hear them, in the locker room now, express gratitude for one another, every single guy speaking gratitude and speaking life in one another. It really tells about who they are as people. Why, this team was able, I think in some ways to overcome and maybe even overachieve in some ways, just because we're young and, like I said, we got some guys we expected to be with us and weren't. So, it starts with the people. It starts with administration. It starts with our president, our athletic director, and again, give us some things we need, resources we need to build a program. And these guys showing up every day, giving us the best effort. We hardly ever have to coach effort. These guys show up and give it every day, and that's a huge piece of who we have become. These guys that compete, play really hard, defend, and play together.
Go ahead, Steve.
Quay, if you could speak to this year, what are you going to remember most about this season?
The main thing I'm gonna miss is just like how we went from like not knowing each other to building the closest bond that we possibly could have built. Like everyone in that locker room are close with each other and don't have to shy away from being their natural self. Everyone's just themselves and everyone love each other. That's the main thing I believe, because the coaches, they opened up as well. Coach Smith opened up big time. He became almost like my best friend. And Coach Rose, he did as well. And then you have Parker and Coach Nate, and they just they mix with us a lot more because they're younger. So we relate more and they give us better advice sometimes whenever we don't agree with coaches. But yeah, I believe that's the main thing I'm gonna remember.
Coach, you have the GSC East Player of the Year sitting right next to you as a junior. You guys just secured that first program NCAA win. What excites you about next year and the years to come?
Well, I feel like I've coached teams in past programs where you kind of get to the end of the year and you're kind of maxing yourself out, kind of who you are. We just always said that this year's team, even to this last week of the season, that we're just scratching the surface. So we feel like we got some young kids, we've got some guys that just have never experienced something before. They got thrown into some big moments, and there's just so much potential for growth. As long as you got a growth mindset and you're trying to improve, like as coaches, we're trying to get better, our players are trying to get better. Not just basketball wise, but just in all areas of their life. And so, these guys are just. They handle the responsibilities, they go to class, they do well academically, they're good people, and it's just a lot of fun. We have a lot of fun together. We have a lot of fun and a lot of joy in the locker room. Because of that, there's a lot of sadness too, just because it hurts, and these relationships are what are really important. And, this is the only time that you get this team together, right? Because next year will be a new type of team, hopefully a raised bag, but it'll be new guys added to it, but it's the only time you get one chance for this group to do something. I think we did something special.
Steve?
Final question I have for you, Coach, is was that your final message to your team, since that was the last time that this team will be assembled the way they are this year?
Yeah, it's hey, listen, the loss, the loss and the way that feels, to hear another team celebrating, you need to experience that. You have to feel that, and you have to feel it to be able to let them know what to do next and how to grow. And so we take this spring with a growth mindset. Let's go improve and get better, and let's stay together. Let's stay connected as a group, and know that we'll have another opportunity hopefully to do it again with some new pieces added to it. Hopefully all these guys are back and they're hungry to really improve and get better.
All right, that'll conclude the post-game press conference. Coach Quay, congrats on a fantastic season.
Thank you. Appreciate it.